Alrighty, guys, good evening. Tonight, guys, we're going to be doing more Marvel Rivals. Hope you guys are a wonderful evening so far, guys. Good. Hope you guys are having a great evening. Yes. Have I seen the new trailer for Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3? No. I don't watch trailers unless it's something I'm really interested in. Because I can just watch it. Getting hype is like cucking yourself. Actually not sure why more people don't feel that way. Like, you literally watch something to get excited about something you can't see. And then you're disappointed because you can't see it. So, why would you do it? It's a really good question, to be perfectly honest. It's a really, really good question. Get the talks running here. Jujutsu Kaisen in general has really good animation though, so I most definitely assume it's going to be great. Although, that being said, That being said, we have examples where that's not the case, such as in the case of One Punch Man, where the first season was animated phenomenally, and then the second season was not only not good, because One Punch Man actually isn't all that great, and the animation was terrible. So, oh, not really good. Yeah. So the one thing it had going for it, they took away. You know, the usual stuff, guys. Nothing outside the ordinary there. Good. Need to watch the movie. I don't watch movies. Generally, they make the movies so they're kind of side stories. You don't need to watch them. Trust me? I don't trust anyone, Lid. What are you asking from me? What are you asking from me? Why would you put me into such a vulnerable state in which I trust you? Well, maybe. If I do watch it, I'll wait till the season finishes airing, and then I'll watch it at the beginning before the season. The way it works with movies is either they're side stories or they're like boss battles that are kind of like adjacent to what's going on. So it's still a side story, but you don't really need to watch it. And they'll sometimes do flashbacks, or if it is integral, they'll do flashbacks or recap episodes. And not recap, condensed episode, where basically they take the movie and cut it up into smaller pieces for basically the season itself. It's backstory to a side character or a main character. I see. Well, let's get to it, guys. See where things go here tonight. It is chilly now. It went from like 70 outside, high 70s, to now it's 40. So, good. Just your usual global warming, guys. Nothing outside the ordinary. Nothing to worry about. World's fine. Hopefully the aliens save us before it all goes to shit. You know, the usual. Let's see. Evening, Jasper. High 70s for you? Yeah, well, Wisconsin. More of the same. I gotta get my chats running here. It didn't pop up on my other screen. Everyone loves talking about the weather. As you get older, you actually realize people do that because it's a good way to make conversation, and sometimes that's all people need is to talk about the weather, you know? So we can sit here and talk about the weather because the weather is interesting. We all experience the weather, so, you know. Gotta discuss about how the weather is different depending on where you live. When I was younger, I didn't really understand small talk. I still really don't. But it's just basically filler words. People don't really care what you're saying either. They just say stuff and then you say stuff back. And it's like a form of bonding. That's it. It doesn't actually have to have a meaning. Let's see. There we go. Oh my god, thanks for the likes on TikTok, guys. We already have likes. That's phenomenal. There we go. Got our chats running, guys. Finally. Yeah. California is like, there's parts of the U.S. that are just like lukewarm bathwater at all times, and California is one of them because you're right up next to a mountain range and the ocean. Which is why there's so many homeless people down there, because they go there because it's always kind of warm and never really kind of cold. So, it just works out. There's winter! Meanwhile, in places where you can't find shelter, you die, so. It's like zombies. You keep out the zombies. Now, you can talk about other places where there's homeless people, like New York. Well, in the case of New York, they can find shelter in subterranean areas and abandoned places. What am I looking for? There we go. Alright. There we go. Those popsicles, yeah. The reason they wrap themselves in newspaper is because it's insulation, too. If you didn't know that, they stuff their clothing with newspapers. There's other places that are like homeless, what do you even call them? Refuges? Based on weather, purely by weather, and sometimes by government. Alrighty. I guess we'll actually play some games here, guys. Let's go for the daily reboot. Yes, sir. Oh, there's the beautiful music that you guys are waiting for. Yeah, if I remember right, you're in Canada, right? But depending where you are in Canada, it's not really more northern than where I am at, because Montreal and Toronto like dip down like way down. Like it's actually like the area of Michigan's in latitude-wise. Maybe even further south than Michigan, depending on which part you're talking about. And then there's a lot of Canada that no one really lives in. It's like 90% of the population is like in that peninsula in Toronto. I don't even know if they have a name for it. It's just Toronto, right? Yeah. It's kind of amazing that you guys actually got that. I'm not exactly sure how the U.S. gave that to you guys. Great Lakes probably played a part into that, but, you know. More concerning, I'm not sure how Michigan got the Upper Peninsula from Wisconsin, because it's attached to Wisconsin and it's attached to Canada, but for some strange reason it belongs to Michigan. Like concessions that were made when statehood happened, just kind of fucking weird and random. Greater GTA? That sounds accurate. Yeah, it's just like one giant fucking dense populated area in Canada. That's it. Everyone lives there. But apparently it'll warm up towards the end of the month. That being said, fucking weather's not predictable. Like a week earlier than this last week, I looked online to see what the weather's gonna be like, and it was like 10 degrees, it was like high as 70. And then 2 days later, it was like a high of 78. Just an entire week just completely changed in the course of 2 days. Yeah, I mean, makes sense. Multiple reasons that make sense. You could say you live in Toronto, and basically it just guarantees that you're on that peninsula. I don't think I've ever been over there. I've been to the what's north of Wisconsin, British Columbia. Brain's kind of all over the place tonight. I don't know why. Alrighty. A bit nipply outside. That could be why. Good evening, KSA. Am I excited for Jujutsu Kaisen? Yeah, it's pretty good. So there isn't much to watch as far as good anime goes. It's a fucking it's not just anime, guys. Like media in general, good entertainment, like peaked, and all we get now is shit. I don't know what the fuck happened. It's not just anime either. Like TV shows are the same fucking way. And a handful of which could potentially be good are usually caked with left-leaning political agenda. I'm trying to think of a nice way of wording that. But that started to change, so probably won't remain that way forever.
This round shall be no different.
I suppose you've made quite a name for yourself, and a pretty penny as well.
I fight neither for fame nor for fortune.
But Jujutsu Kaisen, like, I grew up fucking in the 90s and the O's. Like, I was born in the 80s, and I grew up in the 90s and the O's. And literally the best entertainment was in the O's, and then like early 10s, and then it like Endgame's like it literally was Endgame, like broke the fourth barrier, it broke the fourth wall, and then it seemed like he's taking the right amount of damage. Hey, bud. Broke the 4th barrier, guys, and then like deleted the better half of all writers. They're gone. Even Avengers got fucking weird towards the end. Like, if we want a tinfoil hat here for a bit, guys, I would say like, oh my god, dude, what the fuck just happened? I couldn't move. The fuck was that? Both times I tried. That doesn't make any sense. I was like perma-stuck against that corner. Which happens when you're lagging, but I shouldn't be lagging at all. You guys saw my ping at the beginning. Right? Don't worry. Perfectly normal. Yeah, little bro. I already got bullshit going on. Why would you do that? I said, this is fucking brain dead shit. This is the kind of shit that I point... No, I didn't mean to do that. Kind of shit we play against... Oh, is that the torch that I fucked on? What's even going on here? Alright. But it got fucking weird. Like, if we had the tinfoil hat here for big guys, conspiracy theory shit, it honestly feels like NHIs have had a huge, so non-human intelligence, basically aliens, have had a pretty monumental impact on our development. Like in the last, I'd say, 100 years or so. Dude, we literally can't, I can't hit shit right now. It's already fucked up. So this is our stream sniper fucks that shit. Dude, where the fuck are my shots even going? Like, they feel so delayed. Hit scan hero, by the way. You can tell our teammates are also having problems hitting shit, which is why we can't fucking stop them from contesting, which is fucking hilarious. Jesus Christ. This is already janky as fuck. But anyways, so aliens had a pretty big impact on, like, let's say the last, especially, like, if you look at human history, most of the shit that we've done, that's a big deal, happened in literally the last 150 years, right? Maybe, even that's being generous, last 100 years was basically where the majority of our development happened. Prior to that, we basically, you know, like, we were basically just, you know, we had wagons and trains, right? Now you have pocket computers and literally a fucking AI to do your chores and shit. Oh. But the last, Jesus Christ, half our shit doesn't even register on him. But it kind of feels like our history has been accelerated. And not to say they weren't interfering before then, right? Not to say they weren't interfering with our development before then. It's just, like, it took us time to kind of, like, realign ourselves with what's going on to the point where we're kind of, you know, ready to be bootstrapped, right? Ready to be bootstrapped. In the last 100 years or so, we definitely, that's been put into full gear. And it kind of feels like we're reaching a stage where we're going to end up going into the next, basically next phase, which is joining alien society. Right, little bro. But we're into the next stage of our development, which is, yeah, basically all the big stuff happened in the last 100 years, right? And 100 years would be 1920, which includes basically, you know, like, I said 150, maybe 120 is a better one. Basically the 1900s is when everything took off. So the 20th century, everything just, like, rocketed into the stratosphere. We went from, like, kind of being on borderline with, like, fucking Rome to, which was 2,000 years ago, to, you know, pushing way past it, right? But did you come up here without a knock? There's no way. I think she has a... You just shot me in the middle of the air? Fuck your spider nest, Penny. Oh my god. Game's consuming all my brain cycles, guys. I'll finish this thought after this game. My mind is literally... I can't play games well and talk at the same time. It doesn't work. It's two fighting things. My brain turns into prioritization mode, and then all the CPU cycles go to the fucking game. Well, anyways, last 120 years was basically where the majority of our technological innovation came from. We literally went from, like, wagons and like, you know... I don't know what 1900s was like wagons, right? Automobiles is like 1920. They're gone again. CPU cycles are gone again. Why do you hate me so much, Jeff? Not Jeff. This fucking raccoon. Yoink. Thanks for jumping in the air, little bro. Jesus Christ. Anyways, 1920s. Basically, we ended up going from horse and buggy, pissing in outhouses, farming, you know, bullshit, putting people in mental asylums, and ice pick lobotomies to cell phones in our fucking, cell phones in our pockets, computers in your pockets, better, you know, like stuff in the 90s was a desktop, is now in your, it's more powerful than shit in your... Does not take full damage at all. But anyways, a huge technological innovation leap. Just like, we aren't even talking about aliens, right? Just from an evolutionary standpoint in our history and our technological innovation, it was a gigantic. We like, you know, it was like one of these slow crawl things, and then just like fucking went. It's like it went logarithmic, just like straight up. And it's like still going, although I'd say arguably in the last 20 years, the last 10 years, things slowed down a lot. If you guys, a good documentary, but I'm not going to make you guys watch it, I don't think you need to watch it, but it's actually really cool, is on Bell Labs. And if you guys don't know what Bell Labs is the experimental, not experimental, it was a think tank that the Bell, which, you know, the baby Bells are when the, Bell got broken up because it was a monopoly. Bell basically was the giant company in the U.S. that controlled all of the telecommunication infrastructure before it was broken up. And basically the only competition was Bell. The Bell was the only thing, which is the phone, right? And then they turned into telecommunication. But the amount of inventions that Bell Labs presented is insane. Absolutely insane. They just kept... Like, if you can imagine a utopia for scientists where they can develop and work on any fucking thing they want, that's basically what it was. Absolutely absurd levels of creativity, but they're also forced to interact with like the company side of things too. So like they wouldn't go off all on their lonesome and just do, you know, like sometimes inventions seem like they're a good idea, but in actuality they don't really have any application. And there's actually a really cool culture that developed inside Bell Labs, but the whole thing was like, this is a gigantic think tank that was designed to make innovation, and it did. Like, if we look real quick here at like the innovations from Bell Labs, it's like, it's not just like one thing. The laser being a big one. Let's see, the semiconductor. Invented the transistor. Huge, by the way, for electronics. Like, it's like the building block for electronics. Transistor, laser, Unix, which is also Linux, C#, C++ programming language, which is still used today. Charge-coupled CCD devices. Transistor's a big one. The laser, solar cells. Radio astronomy, information theory, which is used for the internet, touchtone phones, and 5G, and fiber optics. Like, the amount, like, the pumping guys, you know how we talk about pumpers on Twitch? The pumping for science that Bell Labs did, like, completely changed the world and the US. And, like, not in a, like, small way, like, not like a documentary way. Like, transistor is still something used in electronics today. It was paramount to the development of electronics as themselves. Laser, revolutionary. For so weird, like, we still use lasers, right? And somebody is like they pioneered building blocks to the point at which it honestly seems like they weren't actually human. I'm like this is where the tinfoil hat shit starts coming from. It actually seems like there was a company that literally had like a wavelength that was connected to something that gave them constant inspiration to keep improving things. Like Einstein, right? Einstein, extremely smart, still uses laws today, fundamental of like physics and math in a lot of different ways, right? And he's so far ahead of his time that we're like still, some of the stuff we're kind of getting to the point of disproving, but a lot of his stuff was so far ahead of everything else that you really wonder if they're actually fucking human in the first place, right? Like, fucking Neanderthal apes, like, doing this shit, and it really, 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 really makes you wonder. Apparently, Bell Labs, by the way, still exists. I know that, but they are not remotely what they used to be. They turned into Nokia Bell Labs, quantum technology, and 6G, and, it's not the same stuff. They're just trying to take credit for the old namesake, right? Bell Labs was insane. Absolutely fucking insane. Like, the point I'm getting to here, which we started out talking about animation and media, how it's kind of went downhill, is it feels an awful lot like Aliens or NHI bootstrapped a lot of the world that we have right now, and they kind of throw more shit at us when they think we're good enough and accustomed to the technology we have to reach a milestone. It's like playing Civ, right? And they keep throwing new stuff at us. But I think we've actually reached a point now where we are capable of integrating with alien society or NHI society, right? If you tried to make cavemen integrate with alien society, it probably wouldn't go as well. They probably have a whole rule book written on this shit, who knows at this point. But it really feels like what we have was just very, very much just kind of artificially made. A lot of it just feels like it was just unreal how it just happened out of nowhere. And especially if you look at some of the ancient technology shit, not talking about aliens built the pyramid, although that's seeming more and more likely now. And funny thing was, about a year ago, if you asked me the same thing, I would have said that's silly and there's no way to prove it. And now there is apparently a giant underground complex that's been... Egypt still does not talk about it and still does not explore it publicly, but has been confirmed through ground-penetrating radar, first-hand exploration where people have went no places, as well as... the Caffrey project, which we talked about on stream, right? Caffrey SAR scan project, which uses SAR scans, but then interprets them with a Fourier transcript to basically figure out where there's voids in the ground. And there's actually a really gigantic fucking complex under the Giza Plateau that's been confirmed from multiple different sources, and they all match up, they corroborate each other too, which makes it even more insane. Different people corroborating different parts of what's going on there, which is just mind-boggling. But that aside, it feels an awful lot like we've reached the point where we're now getting to the point of first contact, and there's a lot of stuff in the UAP community, especially this last year has been insane, has just absolutely taken off. And we cover bits and pieces about the 9th. There's going to be another congressional UAP hearing. It might be a joke, who knows. We cover it anyways, just because it is official and it's something from the government, right? But it feels like we're getting to the point now where we're integrating with alien society, And honestly, it seems like some of the stuff we've gotten was not from humans. It wasn't made by humans, right? And there was probably a bootstrap process where they put a lot of effort into basically getting us up to speed, and then they probably moved on to other planets. There's probably other planets that are in the same boat as us, where they're like getting species up and ramping them up to where they're supposed to be. So there's probably some sort of queue that you go through. And my guess is a lot of the workforce or the people that were in this area moved on, aliens, NHI, that moved on to other planets, basically because we're ready for first contact, and now there's probably some bureaucratic process that we're going to have to go through before it happens, right? So we've reached a point now where we basically, now the humans are making shit. They don't do nearly as good of a job behind you. A lot of entertainment really sucks now, where they seemingly completely, like, if you look at like what Marvel's done, I'm not talking about this, by the way. I'd play this game if it had different skins. It doesn't matter. I don't care that this is Marvel. They just made a good game, and it happens to be skinned in Marvel. But Marvel like took a successful franchise and just like shit all over it. They don't even care what they're making anymore. Like, the goal had nothing to do with the comic books. They just took it and just shit all over it. And you're like, bro, you have like, just like with Star Wars, Disney did this shit. Just like with Star Wars, they had the most successful franchises with infinite opportunity and a shitload of fan projects, like not fan projects, lore that was written by like tons of books for Star Wars and tons of comics from Marvel. They took it and then just like took a giant steamer all over the fucking top of it. Like, instead of actually trying to make it better, they just decided that they had to make it their own vision of what's going on. But like I said, it feels an awful lot. That is the segue there. That it feels like where we're at right now is we aren't getting a lot of good entertainment anymore. We still get some, but a lot of it disappeared. Like, think where we were in like the mid 2010s, right? Fucking Westworld, Raised by Wolves was phenomenal. I still was pissed off that got canceled. Still one of the best shows I've seen, in my personal opinion. Raised by Wolves. A lot of stuff on HBO that's now shit now. Game of Thrones, you know, and we do have, what is it called? I don't even remember. It's not very good. House of the Dragon, which tries to be Game of Thrones, but it's not. Witcher started out then, you know, a lot of really cool stuff. And it just went to shit. Expanse, also The Expanse. A lot of really cool shit in the late 10s, or just in 10s in general, before it just all went to trash. And like I said, it feels an awful lot like we're kind of on standby right now, while the political process and the nuances get worked out in the background. If you look at the amount of weird UAP sightings in the last, which we covered, by the way, in the last years, just skyrocketed. It just went through the fucking roof, as well as scientific endeavors to try and study the phenomenon and make it more less of a joke to the scientific community and more something that we should take seriously. Just like it just like the Zeitgeist, which is kind of the overall atmosphere and vibes of the world and the U.S. have changed, and to the point where like I said, it just feels like we're getting to the point where we're connecting up with alien society now. And as I mentioned before, some of the weird shit that I encounter in the games, guys, some of this weird shit I've mentioned multiple times, that sometimes it feels like I'm fucking playing through a relay to Jupiter or something, where like there's something that masks the latency in the game, so you can't see people's pings, but I'm literally playing with people that have like a fucking 3000 ping or some stupid shit that's being made up for with some sort of advanced technology to make it work better. Because you could actually, if you wanted to integrate, if you wanted to like start integrating humans with aliens, you could make a wall, you can make a great firewall that protects the internet, right? And then interface the two with each other selectively, right? So let's say you have games in which people are playing, but they don't talk. They aren't allowed to talk. They aren't allowed to use voice comms, right? And all they are allowed to do is use basically emotes and actions, and you can only tell so much through actions, and you could even monitor it with AI, right? Since we already have AI, it's safe to assume that aliens also most likely have AI. And like if you're talking about like endgame shit right now, right? We've reached, oh, by the way, I got 14 kills. Apparently it did not feel that way. We've reached the point now where we're talking about like extremely advanced technology. Like we're the weird shit is, guys, like we got nuclear fission, not fusion. We're still working on fusion, right? We got fission, and we like literally used it for energy up until the 80s when Chernobyl happened, and then we went back to fucking coal. We went back to fucking coal. I used to shit talk this so much because we went like a leap forward in terms of carbon neutral energy production, and then we're like, oh, this is kind of scary, guys. We can't do this anymore. And it became expensive, by the way, because our industry atrophied. There's no one that can build nuclear reactors anymore. Stuff like that. Industry builds up around stuff, right? And then we went to solar. Fission is making the sun. Well, it's splitting the sun, making the sun's fusion, right? Fission is like a sidestep from fusion, which is literally making the sun, and instead we are busy scooping up the sloppy seconds from the sun, which is solar. And you're just like, bruh, what is going on here? Like, I'm all for, like, green energy, right? But why would we be spending time on solar when we can make fission and then, assumedly, down the line, make fusion and replace fission, right? And there's a lot of like, you know, oh, there's waste, but the waste can be safely disposed of. Like, Yucca Mountain was stuck in, like, fucking limbo for, like, 20 years, where they couldn't get people to literally... They're like, there's, like, a town that's, like, 100 miles away, and they couldn't get them to agree to Yucca Mountain. Even though it was basically completely finished, they couldn't get them to agree on it, so it never fucking happened. It was like, bruh, the fuck is going on here, man? What the fuck is going on here? Even though they could have put in a shitload of monitoring, they probably could have even moved people. It was like a town of like 100 people or something. They could have moved people. There's a lot of shit they could have done. And instead, it just didn't happen. And yeah. Like one of the best technological innovations we've ever had. We shoehorned it and put it in a box, tied it with a bow, and said no. Like, bro, where would we be right now if we continued with nuclear development the same level we were in like the 80s? It would have been insane. We would be on fusion right now. Fission being adjacent to fusion, mind you. But like I said, it kind of weird. It feels like we went like this. Like, you know, in terms of graph, what would be the best way of looking at this? Like, we went like this, and then we kind of just went, and then we kind of went, and then we kind of went, you know, like one of those things. And right now, as I mentioned, it kind of feels like we're in a holding pattern. So the aliens that might have been making entertainment for us, like some sort of first contact group, they moved their talents to another planet now, which they're probably working on. But it feels that way. Like, if we're just like, this is a giant fucking circle. It feels like a giant, not circle, giant fucking like web of shit that's just all related to each other. It's all related to itself. And the longer we go on, the older I get, the more it seems like this is just like, I'm obviously just, I'm just going crazy or something like that. Like, I still believe in stuff that is real, but I, like, you know, I'll lean into the idea that possibly stuff that we don't completely understand does exist, right? And then try to think about a system without a stigma or a bias associated with it, because biases don't help you do anything. It's just like some sort of logical barrier in your mind to discussing things that seem outside the ordinary. Biases are dumb. They really are. But, like, talking about good entertainment, it's not just the rest of entertainment. Anime is the same way. We got a lot of really good anime. I grew up with, like, fucking Bleach. One Piece is still airing, mind you. Bleach, One Piece, Naruto, like the first series, not the shit one. Also, the first series went to shit, and then they rebooted it, right, with Shippuden. Like, a lot of really good stuff. A lot of good anime. Now we're lucky if we get one good new one. One good new one per year. And this year, I don't even know what we had. Freerun was last year. Jujutsu Kaisen. Made in Abyss was last year too, or was it 2 years ago? There's Mushi. Dungeon Mushi, which is eating in a dungeon. That was pretty good. For what it was, it started out as kind of like a softcore kind of cooking show, and it turned into much more than that, which is actually really cool. But there isn't a lot of, like, where we were, like last decade is not where we are right now. It feels like we're kind of left to our own devices, and we got a bunch of monkeys, which are, I'm a monkey, we're all apes, right? We have a bunch of people trying to do what basically the people before us did, but we can't really because we aren't them and probably not brought up in the same way as them. And we're really trying to duplicate their success, but it's pretty clear that I don't know what you call that, UAP or NHI influence has went to kind of certain areas such as space exploration, future development technology. AI, I would say, is definitely being influenced right now, which is why it just came out of nowhere. If you asked me like 5 years ago where AI was, I would have said it's probably not. It's a decade or two away. There's no way, right? And then lo and behold, was it 21 or 22? It just popped out of nowhere. Just like not that it came out of nowhere, but like just immediate breakthrough to actually usable state. And there's still a lot of problems with AI. But it is literally world-changing to the point at which it's garnered groups that hate it, which is fucking hilarious because it just started existing. Oh my god! Like I said, it just feels like honestly all this shit's connected. All this shit's fucking connected at the same time. Crazy fucking shit, guys. Insane. And now, as I mentioned before, it feels like right now we're in a holding pattern where we aren't really getting all that great entertainment or media because we already have. You know, if you watch some older shows, they're actually pretty good still. It doesn't matter. It's the AI or the CGI is going to need to be dated. CG is going to be dated, but shows can still be good. There's still a lot of really good entertainment, especially if you're younger. There's literally decades of good entertainment that you can watch growing up. You don't need it doesn't need to be new, right? There's still stuff. I can't handle watching reruns because I've already seen it and it doesn't have the same impact to me in any way, shape, or form. But if you're into that, like there's an endless supply of reruns that are just good entertainment. It's just right now we don't really have the same thing we did 10 years ago. Crazy shit, guys. Well, there's one of my long rants, by the way. You got me talking to the fucking Yarn detective map, guys. It's going off the rails right now.
You'll need a top-notch team.
I don't think that officially has a name for it, but you know how you ever seen those detective shows where they have photos and ideas and newspaper clippings on a board, and they wrap it with string, and they put a pin down here and wrap that with string, and go. It's the same fucking thing. It feels like it's all connected, and then when you go back further than 100 years ago, you start having things that are influenced by NHIs, but on a more long-term scale, such as religion, ideas, art, and media, so things that were like the Renaissance era stuff, right? And probably back to Rome. It really makes me wonder if Rome was kind of like a test, like Rome and Greece. So that whole timeline was like kind of like a test to see if we were ready for like more advanced development, and we must have failed the test. We must have failed the test, which is why it eventually went to shit.
Great sadness in you. The collector took me from my world, with no way to return.
We will get you back home.
I want your light, man.
If your timeline.
This has nothing to do with you. I just want your light. I bet it's warm.
I will cleave these dooms into two.
Oh yeah?
What they've
Oh
done.
yeah?
The battle starts in 5, 4,
I just want the light.
3.
I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be a heat lamp, but it doesn't look like one. Heat lamps look very particular.
Focus on the battle.
Hitting harder than ever.
Fight for the survival of worlds.
Beautiful.
Vehicle to its destination. Sorry, you made this mess, Spectre.
Out of sight. Someone is attacking from afar.
Oh my god. I just got double desync pulled. First one was prior to me actually dashing. It canceled my dash. The second one was because I got pulled back.
I'm back. You're mine.
It actually explained a fucking lot. I've had some weird shit on Twitter, by the way, guys, where some of my posts end up with... I have one post with like 140,000 impressions and like 2 people commenting on it. I'm not even joking. Like I said, it wouldn't make sense if a lot of the shit was firewalled.
I'm quite healthy.
Apparently, the medkit's gone. Like, it makes sense if, like, we have these weird interactions with, like, read-only, where aliens can see our social networks and stuff, but it's not perfect, right? Especially if you're using AI, things aren't going to be perfect. It's kind of a, what would you call it, not just-in-time system, but,
You're on our team now, Zero. Let's do this.
Should I bury you on can't see
Double KO.
This place could be easily damaged.
Shake it up.
Hitting harder than ever.
Another fearful
Now this is an intended totem.
3.
I hear...
You are truly free now.
sure I should have hit him just now. Hey, bud.
You out of your mind?
Yoink.
Magic. Lovely.
No one pushing the cart? What the fuck's going on here?
Spiders rock, you know?
Hey, Jeff.
It's your week. Reach the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum. You're mine.
You got good reds right now. Maybe I paid my bill in philosophical bullshit, guys. Oh my god, he's allowed to do well now. I like the way that he said things. Like, I don't fucking know anymore, guys.
Yeah.
It's hilarious to fantasize sometimes. Because a lot of it seemingly makes a lot more sense than the fuck that's going on right now. That's not reality.
You get a weapon, you get a weapon, you get a weapon.
Hey, bud. Got shot, too, by the widow.
They look like they mean business.
Yeah, media has been seeded. I love talking about fucking seeded media, especially nowadays. If you think about the weird concepts and shit that's been introduced, that was kind of outside the ordinary, right? That was introduced into media, like all kind of at the same time, like 90s and O's. It seems really weird. Men in Black, another good one, right? Fucking weird. Shooting through him. And out of anything. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like I don't like Men in Black kind of like the fucking weirdest shit, guys, is how like some of this stuff seems so cliche, but is now turning out possibly to be realistic, right? Like fucking saucers. Like you like the typical 1950s sci-fi, right? Fucking crazy shit. Although apparently seemingly outdated, as most sightings now are not saucers, they're like orbs or triangles, so maybe saucers are outdated. Or they could be from a particular alien civilization that's no longer here, like Greys, right? As they're called. I love having registration, makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside.
Tremble before power!
At least you are truly free now, Atlantis.
Another fearsome foe. You're mine. You should have seen that coming. Need to find that sniper. That's it. Don't let anything stand in your way.
What? I just shot through him. I don't know what the fuck's going on there.
You fought well, man, spider.
Out of sight.
Did that hurt?
Half their team not playing.
Double kill.
Alright. That somehow just interrupted me.
Plasma.
Alright. Very weird game. Yeah, exactly like that. So if you imagine how we have like the Great Wall, the Great Chinese Firewall, right? Which China uses on their own citizens. But if they have a firewall where they could literally control, like on a massive scale, control their internet to a pretty good degree, there's probably some much better version of that, especially using AI that aliens assumedly could use. Like imagine where we'd be in 100 years, right? Like at our current rate of technological innovation, 100 years ago, pissing in an outhouse was not uncommon. World War I was happening. We're mustard gassing fucking people. Like, people are dying from botulism. When did penicillin come around? Like, there's so much shit that just changed in the last 100 years. Insane. Just a completely different world, right? Completely different world. Another 100 years? Like, some people, like, they have these, like, really long-term timelines of human development, which would have made sense if you're talking, like, the 70s or something, right? But now, like, everything's drastically changing so fast, especially this year. Absurd shit. How did Spider-Man even die? it's all changing. Everything's fucking changing. Who knows where we're going to be in a decade? You're going to be fucking boinking a robot in 2 years. Like, at the rate they're going with, especially, like, the missing... You know, I grew up, guys, I'm older, right? I grew up with Boston Dynamics being in my feed on Facebook since, you know, early 2000s, right? Where they occasionally show off their robot, and they show it walking around and doing stuff, and then they show Spot walking around and shit like that. But it never actually got to the point where you could have something like that in your home, right? But then AI happened, and it was like the missing piece, because robotics isn't enough. It's not just having a suit of gears that can run a program. It needs to be capable of dealing with the modern world, right? Dealing with day-to-day challenges as stuff changes over time, right? It has to be capable of doing that. And AI was the missing piece to make that happen, which is still drastically improving, mind you. Although sometimes it feels like AI goes backwards. If you've like used ChatGPT or like the built-in Google Assistant, which is also AI, sometimes they make it dumber to make it faster. And like I've had multiple cases now where the Google Assistant, I can just immediately point out it's either wrong or there's like contradictory information in the post itself, like the Google Assistant thing, and that's like borderline not even helpful. It's like misinformation almost, which is also fucking weird. Grok seemingly is still one of the best AIs I've used, but yeah. I have not, which is weird because a lot of the stuff now is like, it's like going full circle back to Bob Lazar shit, and they're like proving stuff that he said right. And I haven't really even watched his interview, but occasionally he still pops up because he's actually a really prolific figure in the UAP community. Actually, like, it's one of those things where, like, if you go far enough back, like, it gets very difficult to prove anything because the information trail becomes cold and it becomes difficult to actually analyze something or prove it or offer more information on it because it's already done and the event happened. Bob Lazar is in one of those cases where, like, what he saw and what he talks about could be completely correct, but he doesn't have a lot of things to corroborate it, and there's not a lot to go, like, it can be put together. So, like, nowadays, the popular thing in the UAP circles, like, to talk about old theories or stuff that popped up and go back to them because now they're becoming, you know, it's like science, you know, pseudoscience in the case because we can't completely prove everything that's going on, but we can start to corroborate it. It reminds me a lot, so a lot of science like started out as like alchemy, right? You know, just the basic stuff, mix shit together, someone explodes or dies, Madame Curie, stuff like that, right? And then it eventually turns into a science, but it starts out kind of as philosophy. A lot of science just kind of starts out as philosophy, and then you can start trying to prove ideas and things that happen and with an open mind, and then try to, like, you know, wrap your head around something that doesn't really have a fully formed process yet. Yeah, Bob Lazar also weirdly dropped off the radar. I talked about him relatively recently. I tweet about a lot of shit, guys. I tweet a lot. Because it honestly seems like there is a lot of social media. I used to be big into Facebook, and I stopped with that because when I got banned for posting a review on Star Wars because it was inciting violence when I was talking about how horrible the fucking Boba Fett the story of Boba Fett was. That was like one of the last times I posted to Facebook. It was pretty clear the moderation and the content control got completely out of whack to the point at which you can have open-ended conversations, and at that point, social media does not actually do what it's supposed to. You want to watch a fucking cat video? By all means, do so, but, like, if I'm unable to discuss things that are serious, there's a problem with the system, so I just left and I went to Twitter. By the way, I've had a Twitter account forever, but I never actually used Twitter until Musk bought it. There's a lot of people that said that he made it worse, but the very fact he removed a lot of moderation, Twitter was also very left-leaning, removed a lot of moderation, so there's both sides of the spectrum, which is important, so both left and right-leaning. It's not just all one case, by the way. You can still go on there and see, like, Evan shitting on Elon Musk and anything right-leaning, so it's not just one-sided. There's clearly both sides there, and that's very important for discourse because people need to voice their opinions so they don't end up in an echo chamber. But I didn't even really use Twitter up until Musk bought it. And, yeah, Lazar, weirdly enough, despite all that's going on, like talking about ramp-up, disclosure, and kind of disclosure encounters scrutiny in the UAP community as well as taking it seriously absolutely skyrocketed. It started out with the New Jersey UAPs in last year, right about now. Actually, I think New Jersey UAPs were in November, so it started in like October or November is when the New Jersey UAPs took off, where they started having all these weird sightings, and not talking about the airplanes that are misidentified, not talking about the drones that are misidentified, but the stuff that they can't fucking explain, like the drones coming out of the water. Which now, by the way, there's a someone from MIT made a drone that can do that, right? And you're like, okay, but this is like a year ago, so yeah, drones. There were always drones that could go in and out of water. They're just extraordinarily slow and basically just kind of shit. What it comes down to. But there's like sightings where they see them go in and out of the ocean and come to mainland and all sorts of weird shit going on with it. Pretty crazy stuff. And weirdly enough, Lazar in the last year or so has not really been present on social media or even in general. But now he started again. It started picking back up. Lazar has a lot of stigmas associated with him, and biases, not because he necessarily was wrong, but because he was always associated with the crazy tinfoil hat crowd, right? Which I think if you're trying to do this legitimately, you can't really have that. And to his credit, he probably was right about a lot of things. But once again, if he's already stigmatized and basically radioactive, he turns into something that's actually kind of bad for the UAP community. Yeah, I mean, he is basically one of the best first-hand witnesses for sure. Yeah. The reverse engineering program is now something that's pretty common rhetoric, which, by the way, wasn't up until Grush said that. Grush testified before Congress in 22, was it, or 23? I think it was 23. And he basically brought to light the fact that the government had a reverse engineering program. Up until that point, I didn't even think that was... I thought that was just tinfoil hat shit. But he also brought to light the fact that the government possibly is reverse engineering shit. So, I mean... It makes a lot of sense if you have something that's super technologically advanced, you're going to try and use it for state secrets, right? And this kind of just goes without saying. Yep, he has an interview relatively recently. Also, by the way, when this shit started first taking off, Joe Rogan wasn't really, I want to say it wasn't really on board with it, weirdly enough. But it's changed drastically in the last year. He has so much content from people from the UAP community now. Another popular one, by the way, is there's various levels of credibility depending on how much tinfoil hat you want. One of the more credible ones is from an astrophysicist who, what's her name? I think she's Swedish. Biggis? I can't pronounce her name. She made a pretty good discovery. It was about 2 months ago. Transient events. Yep, in July. So the weird thing was her name? Project Vasco. Beatrice Verua. So what happened is, she posted a study on this, by the way, is we had nuclear tests prior to Sputnik coming out, right? So prior to us having satellites. This, if you want some goosebump shit, guys. So this is hard evidence. This is basically to the point at which you cannot deny it. It's not testimony. Beatrice, what they did is we had nuclear tests, right, in the 50s, where we're testing all sorts of nuclear weapons for Cold War era shit, right up to that point, prior to us launching Sputnik. So even the first satellite was not in space. And what they did is they used plates that recorded, just basically a giant piece of film that recorded everything that happened when a nuclear blast happened. And what they found out is the nuclear blast is so bright that it reflects off of things in the sky. So it will capture stars. And what they found out was the nuclear blast actually illuminated things in the atmosphere around the planet. Yeah, this is new. This is this year, by the way. This is from July. Very prolific. And what happened is they compared it against stars we can see today, and they found out there's a network of satellites that are now missing from around our planet. Yeah, that were recorded on these plates from the 1950s. Yeah. Let's use an excerpt here. "45% were observed during the nuclear test window." But they basically found out that essentially stars are missing, but they aren't, because they were recorded as basically reflective things. So once again, remember how we were just talking about the timeline of where we're getting bootstrapped? My guess is not that aliens don't have cloaking technology, because they most definitely fucking do. If you guys want to see a... Jesus Christ, you guys got me onto the fucking UAP talking train. Like, this shit is so... Like, I don't understand how there's fucking streamers on Twitch and they don't talk about this shit, to be perfectly honest, because this is... Like, this is everything that you'd want as a geek, right? Sci-fi, fantasy, fucking aliens in real life, spaceships, like the shit that you're brought up on. Why would you not be interested in this stuff? How can you call yourself a geek and not be interested in UAPs and NHI? How can you not be interested in this? I am calling you out on your fucking geek card. How can you not be interested in this shit? You literally play I play like a fucking as a fucking caster in a video game. Like shit like this. And they found out that, but like this is the weird thing, is these stars are no longer present. They found out that these stars that were captured on basically, what was it called? Does that have an official name for it? They call them transients, which are basically the bright light, so the reflections on the, what, I guess just a piece of film, but they're called plates. So, let's see. All transients appear as a distinct point rather than a streak. Beatriz transients. The Vasco Project. Exposure plates. Let's see, here's better. The Vasco Project has discovered a group of short-lived transients on historical photographic plates that lack conventional explanation. 9 such transients reported by Valero, that's Beatriz, and found they exhibit narrower, rounder profiles, attributed them to emulsion flaws. However, well-established optical principles in atmospheric physics imply that unresolved flashes lasting less than a second naturally appear sharper and more circular than stellar images, particularly on long exposure plates where stars significantly blurred by seeing and tracking errors. So, they can basically pick out what the stars are and what these weird blips are, and they found out that these blips that were basically the equivalent of satellites existed, so aliens, NHIs, biological beings are not infallible. I think it just goes with the territory. You're a fleshy meat bag full of chemical reactions, right? That's just the way things are. You're a human, you're an ape, right? People make mistakes. And I think they can't keep track of everything, and they had basically the equivalent of satellites in orbit around our planet, probably to keep track of us, right? Like we have satellites now. And what happened is we jumped ahead like 20-fold in technology, and they weren't ready for the fact that we had this technology and we're going to do something with it, right? Which is a nuclear test. So they probably, nuclear tests being highly confidential, they probably didn't figure out that what we were doing was going to expose them. So they ended up in a scenario, and they didn't know the film existed, by the way, where they were exposed because of a nuclear flash that, you know, a highly confidential nuclear flash happened that exposed the satellites floating around the planet and produced an effect on a piece of film, which, by the way, we didn't even know, like, no one cross-referenced that up until she did it, which was last July, right? So 2 months ago. No one actually, up until this point, actually did this, where they went, huh, we have this historical piece of footage that's highly credible and very authentic. What if we take a look at this and compare it against the stars today? And then they realize that there's stuff showing up on this film, that doesn't actually exist today. And they can't explain it. Because at the time, once again, we probably were not in a state in the 1950s, we're not in a state where we could accurately map stuff in space. Even now, we can't really, even around our planet, right? There's tons of shit around our planet that we can't track properly. But we jumped ahead like 20-fold, and we gotcha'd the NHIs. We gotcha'd the NHIs, and they didn't even realize it was happening. But to be fair, no one even took a look at this film up until recently, where they could actually notice that there's like cross-referenced and notice there's a difference, which is weird in and of itself. But like this happened, and like there was no explanation for what's going on. Besides, there were basically satellites in orbit around our planet prior to us even having Sputnik, which is the first satellite, right? Actually, I don't think Sputnik's the first satellite. It's the first one that actually orbited for a prolonged period of time. But like they found like a network of satellites that were around our planet that are no longer there. And obviously when we got to, there's probably like a timeline for development. And my guess is cloaking stuff is not only much more expensive, but it's also consuming, and it's a drain on resources. So why would they cloak stuff if we can't even see it, right? It's just sitting in plain sight. But when you can't tell the difference between a star and a satellite, does it really matter? Not really. But nowadays we can use an AI database of known stars and compare it to objects we're seeing on a piece of film and go, huh, this stuff wasn't there, guys. What does that mean, right? Because it wasn't supposed to be there. Fucking hilarious. Like the weirdness of that, once again, aliens, I'm sure, make fucking mistakes. They do. There's someone that gets fucking drunk or high on a drug from Timbuktu or something, and they do stupid shit, right? They're fleshy meat bags too. Is basically what it comes down to. Everything that is biological makes mistakes. And they didn't know that we're going to have a nuclear test, and then they showed up on a piece of film that they also probably didn't know that we had. And then 50 years later, 70 years later, 75 years later, we're going, huh, this doesn't look right. Because it doesn't. That was this last summer, by the way, guys. That was this last summer. Oh, can you write her name in chat, sure? Beatrice Valero from the Vasco Project. This is crazy shit, guys. And like I said, I was never on board as much as I am today with UAPs up until this last year. The big thing for me that really, really changed my mind on UAPs, putting aside the congressional UAP hearings, which I've covered for the last couple of years, just out of curiosity. There we go. Just covered it out of curiosity. Is the pyramid tubes, which I don't think anyone in the UAP, almost no one in this, the fucking weird shit, guys, in terms of like clicks. You think like monkeys are curious about everything, right? The weird clicks in the UAP community is they won't usually talk about ancient Egypt. But ancient Egypt, as I talked about earlier, guys, is very, very weird. Not so much because it existed, but because it seems like Egypt itself, so the government and the Antiquities, Department of Antiquities, which controls tourism and controls their excavations, does not explore it. So they've gotten to the point where they possibly, they definitely realize that something's wrong or off, but they don't explore it. So intentionally not exploring. The new one that people are talking about is Gabu Teki, I think it is, which is ruins in, is it Peru? There's a lot of weird shit in Peru, too, with the tridactyls now, too, which originally people thought were myth. You guys remember, like, 3 years ago where the fucking Mexican government wheeled out the mummies? You guys remember that and everyone made fun of it? they've gotten to the point where they've MRI'd them, they've scanned them, they've X-rayed them, they've dissected them to the point at which there's like no way they could be fake now. Which, you know, to be fair, we have a lot of really weird stuff on our planet, and we have jellyfish, like little jellyfish in the ocean, right? And you don't think those are fucking, like, don't exist because they're rare and, you know, they look so different from everything else. I don't know why. The scientific community itself is really weirdly segmented and segregated from itself. And in this case, you have something that is completely outside the ordinary, but normal scientists won't actually... Like, there's no telling whether or not they're technologically advanced. Who knows, right? They could actually just be cavemen. But they're very different from apes. And no one is seemingly outside of Peru. There are people that are academically exploring them, but it's not like you think it'd be like wildfire for like zoologists and biologists, right? But it's not. And very, very weird. Is that the hidden city in South America? Gabuteki? No. It's a archaeological dig in which the person that's in control of it said they never intend on digging it up. They don't intend on excavating it. But the thing is, it actually possibly can predate everything by like 50,000 years or something insane. No, that's this summer, which has also become really weird because like the timeline for it existing is so far back that it just kind of I'm mispronouncing it completely. I've seen a Gabay Tepe, Upper Mesopotamia. Here's another one. Surprised Google actually figured this one out. But it goes back so far that it raises a lot of fucking questions. Where's Mesopotamia anyways? Turkey. Not in South America at all. But it's like literally could be the size of a small city, and the archaeologist in charge of it says he doesn't intend on ever fully excavating it. %10% of the site has been excavated. Not new, discovered in '63, but it's rose to discussion in the UAP communities recently. Basically because they aren't doing any work on it. A lot of this fucking weird shit, no one has any idea what it's for either. Like, it just gets weirder and weirder, guys. Like, it's almost like we started discovering shit. You know how in video games there is Easter eggs? It seems like we're discovering Easter eggs. And, like, you know, stuff where, like, the developers put it in because they're bored. Have you seen the fucking scribbles, like, in the desert that literally looks like... You guys ever watched... oh, my God, at this point, guys. You guys ever watch... Cowboy Bebop. You ever watch Cowboy Bebop? And the Nazca lines, and you know, like some of this stuff is fucking silly. Like, you can't make this stuff up, guys. You can't make this shit up. You ever see the Nazca lines? If you watch Cowboy Bebop, and you know how Ed gets bored and commandeers a space laser and starts carving smiley faces on a planet? You guys remember that? Yeah. That's literally what the Nazca lines are, only they're like fucking like 10,000 years old. You can't make it, like, literally looks like someone just carved stuff in the desert. They were so far back, guys. When this stuff was made, there was nothing aerial in any way, shape, or form. There's no hills to see it either. Like, they're so far back, they can't actually see it from above, so they don't know what they're actually drawing. Like, the Nazca lines. Yeah, Nazca. Not like NASCAR. Yeah. Like, fucking weird. It just keeps getting weirder and weirder. It keeps getting weirder and weirder. Look at all this shit. Like a fucking monkey? They knew how to draw a monkey like 10,000 years ago that you saw from the air. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Like, birds? Obviously man-made. I mean, I don't know if it's man-made. I wasn't alive back then. It could be someone with the fucking space lasers that drew on the ground. Who knows? But, like, they clearly drew pictures on the ground that were made to be seen from the air. A troll man? I know! Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, it reminds me of a developer that put fucking Easter eggs in, right? Like, doodles. Is someone with the fucking land drawing tool for Earth put in doodles? Like, what the fuck is this? This is fucking hilarious. Absolutely fucking hilarious. There's so many of them, too. Insane. How old are they? I said 10,000 years. I don't know exactly. That was off the top of my head. How old? 500 BC and 500 AD. So not 10,000 years old. Only 2,500 years old. So, I was off, guys. It was 2,500 years ago. I'm sorry. I don't know what that's supposed to show off. And discovering the purpose, guys. It's a fucking doodle. There's no purpose. Someone made it because they're bored. Crazy, guys. Fake news is around 2000. Oh my god. Oh my god. Made in 580, 2,500 years ago. Fake news now. True story. But like this shit doesn't even factor in. Like it. And then there's people talking about like stuff like ancient Egypt in general, antiquity is so fucking weird because like we try to explain stuff away and then we end up with a case where we can't explain something like 80-ton. There's one I think in the tunnel underneath Egypt where there's an 80-ton block and there's no way that like you could have enough people down there to move it in any meaningful form and not scrape the shit out of everything and destroy basically everything. Literally need an army of people. It's like an 80-ton piece, 80-ton block just stuck in a tunnel. Some of this stuff is just so fucking weird. It's so fucking weird, guys. Someone got a hold of, and like another popular one that people talk about is all the ancient deities from around the world, around the same time period, have little bags. That's a popular one right now, is the fucking bags from antiquity, where everyone's carrying a small bag. The man purse. Little bags in ancient hieroglyphs. And they also have smartwatches. These guys. What's in the bag? You'll actually see memes about this. What's in the fucking bag? But it's from all sorts of... It's not just Egypt. It's from all sorts of different ancient depictions of deities. They all have these fucking bags. And then a lot of them are wearing smartwatches. Hey, look, guys, here's our ancient bag with our deity that also has a smartwatch on. Like, you can't make this shit up, guys. Like, if you want to hide a piece of technological device, you'd put it in a small bag, right? And you just carry it around in your person. Yeah. Like, we are getting to the point, guys, where people are starting to realize the weird nuances. The weird nuances in the simulation or in our lore, so to speak, right? In our fucking lore. There's a smartwatch again. Latest Apple, by the way. Oh, what's in the bag, bro? There's all sorts of memes about this shit now. There's the most recent one I saw, which I thought was hilarious. There's a guy pointing a gun at like an ancient hieroglyph guy. He's like screaming, Jesse from Breaking Bad, screaming, "What's in the bag?" Because they're all fucking over. They're all over from all sorts of different ancient civilizations. They're all over. They're all carrying these small bags, and a lot of them have their fucking wristwatches on too. Their their smartwatch, their latest Apple smartwatch. On these guys from, you know, like 4000 AD. They all have their 2000 AD. They all have their fucking smartwatches on too. Fucking hilarious shit, guys. Like, absolutely absurd stuff. What's in the bag, bro? What are they holding? Really good question. Really good question. And they have a fucking, this is, I mean, that's a Ankh. And they have their smartwatch in too, although that guy looks like, that looks like an actual bracelet. Bracelets are different. Smartwatches have a dial face. Bracelets do not have a dial face, do they? No, because there's no reason to display, have a display, because it's a bracelet. And by the way, guys, you have to take some sort of liberty here, too, with the interpretation, right? So if you're an ancient human looking at something you don't understand, that literally could be a time dial screensaver. If you have a smartwatch, guys, and it just shows a clock face, it would look exactly like that, right? You would interpret an analog clock face to look exactly like that. Right? You could totally see it, right? If you're someone that was, you know, you drank the mercury in the water, that's just the way things go, right? And you're looking at someone that's clearly a deity or very close to it because they have all sorts of weird shit going on around them, and you see a fucking smartwatch, what are you going to think it looks like? Just like a little dial thing with little emblems on it, right? It looks exactly like that. Mind-blowing shit, right? What's in your bag, bro? What's in your bag? What's in the bag? They're everywhere. Yeah, no shit. Like, this is just the weird stuff, guys. What's in the fucking bags? Show me what's in the bag, man. That's like, what do you do though? Like, you can look at this and go, well, this is really fucking weird. But what can you, at the end of the day, like, I could just sit here and yak about it while I'm streaming, but it doesn't change anything, right? We talk about what's in the bag, bro, and like, literally, it is so common that it can't just, like, tons of different civilizations prior to intercontinental, you know, travel or mail or communication. You got all these deities from different cultures that are carrying around bags, most that are wearing smartwatches, and you're like, what can I do? What can I even do with this? What am I supposed to do? We clearly have something here that is completely outside the norm, and like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's so far back that you can't ask or figure out what's in any of this. We don't have any of these bags. We don't have any of these smartwatches. We just have recorded history of them, right? So what do you do with it? What's in the fucking bag, bro? Yeah, fucking favorite one is the guy with the smartwatch, too. Which are pretty present on a lot of different of these guys. Oh, buddy. You have a smartwatch, too? Yeah, you have a smartwatch. Do you have a smartwatch? Maybe not. This is, Mayan, it looks like. What's in the fucking bag, bro? Show me what's in the bag. Let's see if that actually pops up. No, it's on Twitter. Ancient handbags explained. Oh my god, thanks for explaining it. I feel so much better now that you explained it. Some of the explanations I've seen for this, by the way, is they're medicine bags. You could put really fucking anything in a bag if you want to, but why are they all... When you're making a statue of something, guys, you see or you think up, you're not going to put in a detail unless it's pretty common, like they're always carrying it, right? So the only explanation, well, it's not even an explanation, just what is a possibility is a medicine bag, right? They're carrying around medicine. That's pretty much it. But, yeah. You have ancient deities that are carrying around medicine bags is the go-to answer here for normality with their smartwatch. That looks like a bracelet, though. Yep, he has a bag, too. Or a smartwatch, too. Yep. Fake news, maybe. I have no idea, guys. Like I said, a lot of this shit just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we're on the cusp of first contact and integration with alien society at this point. I think that's where we're at right now. Like, we've kind of noticed this weird shit, and we're starting to question what's going on around us because it doesn't make sense. So the man behind the curtain is starting to break down, and I think the eventual end game here is just kind of like technology just kind of meets up sort of where with alien society to the point at which we can make the leap, and there's no culture shock, or ontological shock is another word for it, which is what people use now. Ontological shock. Ontological shock is a profound feeling of disorientation or existential crisis caused by new information or experiences that fundamentally challenge an individual's core belief about reality, self, and existence, forcing them to reevaluate their worldview. Yeah, and some people don't tolerate that better than other people, so... yeah. What's in the bag, bro? What's in the fucking bag, man? Ah, we're getting there. Very clearly getting there. We just aren't there yet. Ah, fucking hilarious, guys. Love talking about this shit. It's different. It's literally different than going to the History Channel and looking at the guy that built the pyramids, right? You know, the fucking crazy thing is, I think they tried to maybe do it, and they just got, like, they made it seem like too much of a joke, where First Contact ended up starting to seem like something that was just, you know, bullshit, right? It might have even been that the NHIs occasionally probe us to see probulate us. Good evening, Mickey. Occasionally probe us to see whether or not we're ready for first contact, and like to kind of weigh and balance whether or not we're actually, like, you know, culturally. There are probably a bunch of different check boxes, right? And then they seed the media too with ideas and different things, and probably the History Channel was like sponsored by them. Like, the segments on there, the fucking aliens building the pyramids and shit, probably actually sponsored by them. But it just became, like, a joke because the credibility wasn't there. Which is fucking funny, because now we're going full circle, and we're discovering all the weird shit about antiquity, especially in ancient Egypt, and it's starting to seem less and less likely that it was built by ancient Egyptians. So what built it? That's a good question. That's an absolutely good question, guys. Fucking crazy. Absolutely crazy shit. Oh, there goes an hour and a half of time, by the way. Yeah, just gone. Hope you guys enjoyed that TED Talk about aliens. Like, that's kind of the shitty thing, though, is it feels like it's to the point of, you know, it's so weird that you just believe it, but what can I do with that piece of information after believing it, right? When I look at this and I see it, it doesn't matter if I believe that it's aliens, because at the end of the day, it doesn't change my life. I can't do anything with that, and I can't talk to them. We can't have a discussion about more than that. It's just at the end of the day, it clearly looks like something really fucking weird's going on here. And I can't really do anything with that. I just continue to exist and play video games, guys. So, yep, got me good. What am I supposed to do now? Just day-to-day life. Like I've mentioned before, guys, if aliens literally just, like, had first contact, like, tomorrow, if they just, you know, landed a saucer and talked to the president or whatever, and we're like, hey guys, we're gonna have first contact now. People pay attention, and then they just go back to their TikTok meme videos. And the end result is because people have a day-to-day life to live, and the immediacy isn't that it doesn't really change anything that's going on. So,
She's sharp. My mind
you know,
is sharper.
it can happen, and I don't think it actually would. Humans are pretty adaptable, even when they aren't. It could happen, and I still think people would be fine and still go back to their day-to-day lives and the normalcy that they already have. There'd be discussions about it. First contact would start, and you know, most people just get on with their lives because it doesn't really change much in the immediacy.
It appears some timelines feature a very different version of me.
They'll be coming in 30
I saw a booty, guys.
Stay strong.
Had to be done.
In the timeline where I come from, I was often hired to deal with witches.
Timeline I'm from, I play video games and don't get paid for it.
At times, so am I. But then I see the chaos surrounding us, and all I want is to return home.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Crazy shit, guys.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Bruh, what are you guys doing? What do you do at the end of the day? You just keep living your life exactly the same way because it doesn't change anything.
Enemy here.
You should be dead. My right click didn't do 0 damage to him. Didn't do any damage to him.
They've made it happen.
Do I stream on Twitch? I do. I stream on Twitch, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Trovo.
Sayonara.
And I have 2 streams on Facebook, one for mobile, and YouTube, one for mobile viewers, and one for desktop. I stream to all the platforms because why wouldn't I?
Disappear.
Behold the god of thunder!
The perfect kick.
I unleash the Vishanti's power!
Right click did 0 damage again. And I didn't get the KB for that. So Ultron has damage reduction after I shit on his face earlier.
There were enemies here. There were enemies here.
As it goes, guys. Not here anymore. He's probably camping somewhere. Oh.
This place could be easily damaged.
He put up a teleporter behind our lines for sure.
Nobody can stand up against a full-strength Scarlet Witch.
Is it my favorite?
Here is an enemy to pursue.
Fuck did my right click go? What do you call that? Stream sniper with the lady chub for me? Always plays a healer and likes constantly doing weird shit to interact with me.
The Punisher's turret is active.
Guardian against.
Now he's taking full damage. How the fuck did I get the kill for it? The fuck is that?
Getting harder than ever.
Somehow, like I said, the weird shit about this, I usually don't get the KBs either, and I have no idea why.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Yeah, have a good night, dude. I still need to stream earlier in the evening. I do.
Hunt continues. Step aside.
Like I said, guys, if you're a geek and not into the occult or UAPs, NHI stuff, who really are you at this point? Who really are you? bud. Seems like some of these NHIs that are fucking playing with, they're kind of dicks, though. Because they cheat. A lot of shooting through his model.
My psychic blade can cleave metal as well as mines, Ultron.
He's stopping in their tracks. Down to 30 seconds.
End this vehicle's journey. Their attack is almost exhausted. A shortcut. Nobody can stand up against a full-strength Scarlet Witch.
Alright.
Another epic victory.
Fucking weird, guys. Whole thing is fucking weird. All this shit's weird now. Ultron, a couple different times, we had partial damage registration on, and then full damage, and then partial damage again. Like he's pushing a button on his keyboard called F key. F for damage reduction, F for full damage. Very weird. And I also have, like, just talking about stuff that's confirmable by...
Heroes could make all the difference.
And a backfill. Strategist. Nope.
I will not
Oh, this is a
rest
loss.
until I return to my world once more.
Do we want to play Captain America? Maybe.
I'm opening a
He'll be
portal.
coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Alright. Why did we get a backfill into this, guys? No idea.
You remind me of myself back in college.
I have weird shit that happens in my life, too, that I can't really talk about because it's my personal life.
Life too fast.
But I have a fair amount of weird shit that keeps getting weirder. For a relatively normal life, I would say. Like, I'm not a CIA agent or something.
The battle
CIA
starts in
agent.
5,
Yeah?
4, 3.
Dude, you just they can see your feet under there. What are you doing? That's the only reason I didn't break the blocks is because they can see your feet. See that toe right there? They see it underneath that little thing.
Darkness might come in handy this time.
He doesn't know. Hopefully they don't look at the ground.
Should I bury you on land or at sea, little
Maybe I could have went for the other med.
This should help me heal.
I don't know.
I have step aside.
Lots of fucking weird shit, guys. Oh, I was talking about Twitter and like the weird shit that happens on Twitter. That was kind of a segue thought, but I had a post recently, most recently, that has like 150,000 views on it, and which is talking about how we live in a simulation, and 2 comments and like 3 likes. Like literally can't make this shit up.
I need time to heal.
Crazy shit.
I could use this.
Like makes no sense. Anyway, shape, or form. Like, you think if people saw it, they'd be like, "Lol, you crazy, lol, lol, lol," stuff like that, right? 0 reactions.
In its tracks.
There's nothing. But apparently 150,000 people saw it, which is absolutely absurd. It even happened in the first place.
That's better.
Right click went through them, did no damage. Oh my god, game. Hey look guys, the wall just grabbed my arm and I can't move. Oh, nice. I think everyone else is dead though.
Was that it? Really?
Alright. Hey, bud. Ah, defense ball. He should be dead. Twice he should be dead. We got some damage reduction, Jeff? Maybe.
I don't step aside. Out of sight.
A nice deep freeze.
I need time to heal.
Sai, we need you.
What? How the fuck did I just die in front of both my healers? The fuck is that? Why? I was killing him. You just had to heal me. Bro. Oh my god. All they had to do was heal me. That's it.
Now might be a good time to
The situation would have resolved itself.
I unleash the Vishanti power.
Oh my god, I'm desyncing and shit. This is where it makes me feel as though we're playing at like 300 MS or some stupid shit, because I start like, you'll see when I dash, I start jiggling. That's what happens when there is a disagreement between what your connection is telling the server and where the server sees you. Which happens if you're playing at higher latency. But I have like a 40 millisecond, like if I had ping on right now, I'd have like a 30 or 40 millisecond ping. We can even look at the replay and it'll probably say like 35. Like you shouldn't see that shit till like 100.
a nice deep freeze.
Out of sight.
Did you just save her, Spider-Man? Oh my god. I can't break shit anymore. Little bro knows.
Healing magic. Lovely.
Hey guys. Of course it doesn't double swing at anyone, so why would it do that?
A nice deep freeze.
So now we're back to damage reduction, guys. Took 2 games.
My hunt continues.
Let's see.
Being a living avatar of vengeance takes a lot out of a guy.
Bye.
Low on power, need healing. Love battlefield medicine.
Oh, I need to hit the wall.
We stop them in their tracks. So cold. A boom of light. I suck.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Dude, this is like shooting right through her. What the fuck's going on here? Hey, bud.
See that? Right there. We stop them in their tracks.
Not sure that's what you wanted to do. Little bro seemingly does not like me for some reason. Desync? Neat. So, damage reduction galore, guys. Phenomenal gaming experience. Next game. Alright, so that's our first game where damage reduction was extremely obvious. Let's see. "20-second queue, guys. Took a minute and 20. What do I suppose that is? Where are we going?"
The right heroes could make all the difference.
My Odachi is sharp. My mind is sharper.
Where are we going?
Enemies can become friends, but only if we show our foes
They'll be
respect.
coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
You are not the Psylocke I knew.
No, I have never known you either.
Krakoa has brought you here. There must be a reason.
My
Your mom's my
reason is
reason.
to strike down Doom, and then return home.
And you can have a reason just to make up, but that's not what you're brought here, you know.
2.
Did you agree to it? I don't think you did.
Stop them from securing the mission area.
Hero control.
I can be anyone, but I choose to be lurking.
Enemy in front of us.
Farewell.
No! Got it. Oh my god.
Things from you, Sai.
What a difference.
Always glad to help.
Boy, I'm shooting through a model. Because she's getting healed? She wasn't getting healed till later on because Jeff spits through her.
Reborn one.
They can't defeat the wind and thunder.
I mean, you just died. What does that mean?
Step aside. Healing magic. Lovely. Farewell. This will complete this.
Double kill!
What a difference.
Thank you for coming up, Jeff. No, I have enough HP to warm up. I thought about ulting. Not enough HP, guys.
I have reawakened. Step aside. Out of sight.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Yeah?
Disappearing.
Hey, guys. No, you didn't do that, right, Jeff? Alright, Jeff. I do like when I do damage, don't you?
You're mine. Coming from all sides.
That's better.
Behold the god of thunder!
Double kill!
Your story ends. I love mind games. Sayonara.
You're mine.
Nope.
Disappear.
Sayonara.
Oh my god, the fucking grouping they're doing just to fucking keep me from getting a kill. Save me, Luna, please. What did you do? What were you doing? All you had to do was heal me, Luna. Why? Nothing else. Just heal me. That's it.
Sayonara.
Oh, I'm fine, don't mind me. Get in there. Chaos.
It's the grand finale!
Lift your wings. Step aside.
Double kill!
What a difference.
Mine? 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 My medkit. I sure like doing damage, guys. Doesn't it feel good when I do damage? It feels pretty good when I do damage.
You stopped them in their tracks!
Want to pet you, Jeff? Just my pets kill you. It's not, you know. Sometimes you just wanna love something that's incompatible. Just because I throw shurikens as pets doesn't mean they're love. Hey, bud. Bye, bud. Hey, guys. He still hasn't figured that out.
A touch of healing.
I have real.
Thank you.
Your god is suffering. I still want you.
I don't even know, like, is it better to attack Fantastic or a tank? I don't fucking know. Actually, I don't know if that saved him or not. He should have been dead. It hit, he should have been dead.
Bring on the chaos.
I think Mr. Fantastic is very tanky too. It could also depend on whether or not we're playing against one that has damage reduction on or not. It's very difficult to tell sometimes.
Or else.
Mine, you're mine.
Sayonara.
Get in there.
Need to touch, guys. And oh, I mean, and once again, damage should be around 800 per final hit, and clearly well under that. So we got some people we aren't regging on. Actually, I take that back. We were attacking the tank a lot. Their entire team was literally just trying to kill me. You look at the rest of our team, however. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Yes, sirree, Bob. Pretty funny. I say we had pretty good registration up until the end. It felt like we weren't doing the right amount of damage to Jeff. It felt like we were doing like 70% to Jeff, which is why he wasn't dying. Early on, it wasn't that way.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
My order is sharp.
A good game, guys, considering how bad our teammates did, too. Like, you could tell that we were actually the outliers, right? The outlier. Very clearly could tell that. You should play Moon Knight. This stuff's riding your dick, though. It becomes very difficult to play, well, any character, to be perfectly honest, except for an assassin. So I'll just fucking stand in front of you and tries to hit you. And then you have to depend on your healers to try and save you.
Enemies can become friends, but only if we show
Caution where?
respect.
Right there?
Hi there.
Hi.
30 seconds before you attack.
Uh-huh.
Get ready.
Uh-huh.
Your blades, are they psychic like mine?
No, my daggers are formed from pure life force energy. They purify whatever they touch.
Those would be quite useful against some of the demons in my homeland.
Let's hope they're just as useful here.
The battle starts in 5, 4,
Greetings.
3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area.
Let's see how this one goes now.
This is what humanity should. I never.
Why is he taking reduced damage, guys? That's not good. Didn't bubble either.
My hunt can step
Damage reduction, round 2, or game 2. Neat.
Trick this enemy. Rebirth is not how you think it. You're mine.
farewell. This will do nicely.
We need our teammates to do something.
That's better.
The only squid I want is an appetizer.
Can I get the rest of my HP at some point here? Would be nice. Be great. Well, we got a pre-made that's chasing me around again. Neat. Also looks like we aren't doing appropriate amounts of damage, unlike last game. So probably means it's going to be a loss.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap. You're welcome. Down. That fucking hurt.
Farewell.
Not sure why my dash didn't register. Double defense vault, not what we want.
This is real.
There's literally 5 million people here, guys. Why are they all fucking shooting at me? Really good question. Same guy from last game. And listening to my voice comms in game. From my stream, not in game. So, stream snipers, guys, and damage reduction. And we're meshed with people on our team that can't play. And we're getting heavily focused on top of it. So, I think we're going to play Captain America and wait for this to end. This is 100% stream snipe squad.
Freedom doesn't come.
Nice game. There is literally a fucking Black Panther that's stealing my medkits right now and not actually accomplishing anything while the entire enemy team's chasing me around right now. Oh. At one point here, guys, I had 3 people chasing me around, and our teammates couldn't make any progress in any way, shape, or form. Teammates are leaving right now because they know this is a complete loss. Because we basically have 3 dead birds on our team that aren't doing shit. They stopped chasing me around after I pointed out their entire team was chasing me around. Basically, the enemy team wasn't, like, the rest of our team wasn't chasing around at all. Now they're chasing me around again after I pointed out that they stopped chasing me around after I pointed out that they weren't chasing me around on voice comms. Next game. Called that out right at the beginning, guys. So 100% God mode, damage reduction cheat shit on their team, which is why we couldn't kill anything. None of our teammates could do anything either, unlike the game before, in which that wasn't the case. Right. This is the kind of shitbirds that follow me around, guys. Cheating galore to like the maximum. Not only do you have hard comms, stream sniping, and they're fucking playing as a pre-made, they also put people on my team that can't play the fucking game. And then at the same time, I can't do damage. Like, what are you doing? Why even play the fucking game at that point? Like, what is the purpose? What is your design purpose? What's going on? No fucking idea in any way, shape, or form. I don't actually understand what's going on. Why they'd even play. Absolutely absurd, guys. Like, if you have to cheat that hard, how does it even make you feel good about winning? I don't understand that. Very weird. Like, literally responding to shit that I'm saying on voice comms, too. On stream. What is the point? Good question. And then God mode, too. Like you think I don't notice or something. What the fuck is that? Fuck off. Not because you're good at the game. It's not called God mode because you're good at the game. It's called God mode because it's cheating, and it's a dev tool at that point. You have, like, there's no game. There's no game at that point. It's not a compliment if the people that I'm playing against are autistic. It's not a compliment. That's not why it's called God mode. Jesus Christ. Not because you're so good you're considered a god. It's because you push a button and the game cheats for you to the point at which you're basically the equivalent of a god. That has nothing to do with the player playing the game. It's not a compliment to the player, if that is not obvious. Just like cheating is not a compliment to the player. Like, a lecture on the civilities of being a person and competitive integrity. Fucking insane.
She's sharp. My mind is sharper.
You ever get those really autistic cheaters, guys? And I mean that kind of in the actual literal sense, where they literally think that when you're talking about them cheating, they think it's a compliment. Like, people have become that delusional to the idea of cheating being their actual own skill. We've talked about why people cheat. And the new generation of cheaters, guys, are like so delusional that they think that the cheats are the player. They think that's who they are because everyone cheats, right? They don't even think that. They just think that it's actually their skill when they play the game. Like, completely ridiculous brain dead shit.
Soul is so empty.
Obviously, you've been speaking to my therapist, but I'm
You think?
it's relevant right now.
We aren't strong within. Even the toughest surface.
But the game before that, our teammate's next closest teammate had 2 final hits, and I had 15, so.
3, 2,
Clearly was designed to be that way in that game too, but we got past it, which is the whole point of what's going on right now. What I am doing.
Training is at the save the multiverse stage yet.
No one in that game was taking the correct amount of damage. They all were chasing me around.
Look who's here.
Farewell.
A nice deep
looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Another one? Definitely felt like Moon Knight was not taking the correct amount of damage. We'll have to see.
help.
Get in there.
A nice deep freeze.
It's the same fuckboys that stream slam me all the time, by the way, which is why they're following me around.
Enough games, Moon Knight.
Step aside.
Who dares this?
Farewell. What is this enchanted tool?
Yeah, you call for backup, little bro? Get fucked, bitch. Defense vault. Hey, little bro. How's it going? Yeah, you call for backup to yourself?
Us against the world. Get in there.
And shooting through her model. Cloak's taking half damage. Moon Knight might also be taking half damage. I swear his attack animation is desynced from his sound right now when I just saw the Thor.
I am Asgard's might.
Bye, fuckboy.
That's better. Sayonara.
Fuck off, little bro.
Sayonara.
Hey, bro. Need to pay for better protection.
Step aside. Out of sight. What a disgrace.
Hey, guys.
Sayonara. Healing magic.
Their team's avatar.
And dead.
Against the world.
Hey, bud. Dead.
Healing magic. Lovely.
They are winning, but there's still that chance.
Farewell.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Control C. Fighting until we have a winner.
Sure sucks when I can do damage, huh? Is that my med kit?
I am ready to
Alright.
put on a show.
Out of sight.
And I decloaked? Or I decloaked myself. Just get BM'd. Like I said, 100% stream snipers, guys, and they usually fucking cheat. But I can get around the damage reduction shit momentarily, but then it comes back, so have to wait and see. And it just gets worse. Like that last game, where basically there's no chance of winning any way, shape, or form because you do like 25% damage to everything. So they seemingly can pick and choose how much damage you do to them. It's usually about 50%, but I've seen it as low as like 20, so it's really, really bad. Ah, good for us. Somehow Thor is my ace.
But only if we show our foes respect.
Strong together. 30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
You stealing my pots, Luna? Oh my god. Oh my god.
This ram shall be
Fucked all the pots.
I suppose you've made quite a name for yourself, and a pretty penny as well.
I fight neither for fame nor for fortune,
Oh yeah?
simply for the greater good.
The battle starts in 5,
Wait,
4,
why is Luna in the back?
2.
I guess I'm not gonna judge, you know.
Do is capture the mission.
Whatever Iron Fist is into, it's fine.
I've faced greater challenges in Tangerine.
Here they come now.
This should be mine.
Out of sight.
They're like doing full damage. Don't you guys like when I do full damage? Because I really do.
Mission area is yours. We got it.
That really sucks.
I'm hurt. I'm quiet.
Shooting through. Why am I not doing damage to anything anymore? Good question, guys. He's not taking full damage anymore either. So it lasted a round? Oh, we're doing full damage to the Mantis.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Why the fuck did that not allow me to walk up the stairs, guys? Good question.
I am ready to put on a show.
It's like fucking 3 people trying to kill me at the same time. That's hilarious. And we're shooting through them now. So damage reduction's on, guys, so we probably aren't going to win this. Lasted for 1 round without it, though. But unlike the game before this, which lasted
My step aside.
a whole game, this lasted a round. Yeah. We aren't doing full damage to anything anymore. We might play Squirrel Girl. Maybe we'll play Moon Knight instead. This is done.
Behold the god of thunder!
Disappear! We are undefeatable!
Bring on the chaos!
Alright, that feels better. Revenge is sort of
Alright.
a specialty.
There we go. I guess we decided to play Moon Knight. And then they all died. Neat. Very clearly when we're playing,
Another epic victory! Big win!
when we were playing Psylocke, and the last 2 deaths, clearly we're not doing correct amounts of damage. Right when I hit 15. Oh, actually, no, we got some kills on Moon Knight, too. Okay, I gotta take a piss. You're back. Alrighty. Okay.
My mind is sharper.
Good. Good.
I fought Oni, slayed demons. This should be easy.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Yes.
Wait, did I see a Jeff? There's a Jeff. Oh my god, Jeff, I'm sorry.
Where you come from.
I'm sorry.
What years anywhere? All that matters is now.
Right. Gotta be present.
Oh my god, they both have the emote.
Hype.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3.
Once again, only one person should need that, and Jeff should be able to hug anyone.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Sayonara.
You know, assuming they want money.
Good soldiers. I won't let it take.
And Emma can hug a Jeff without the emote.
What a difference. Another mission to make war. Sayonara.
Didn't know her.
And
Why is he knowing, guys? Hey, guys. Excuse me.
The mission area is yours to capture now.
What the fuck? Delayed damage? You see how late that was when it killed her?
Mission area is yours.
our spirits shall meet again sometime. Sayonara. That's better. Out of sight.
No. Why the fuck did he have a shotgun out? Why the fuck did he know I was there? Why the fuck did their entire team show up with him? Good question, guys.
A nice deep freeze.
Very good question.
Mine.
what's ours.
And got him. Oh, we'll always swing at the players with the highest HP, 95% of the time. So 1 in 20 will double swing. So you always have to play around the idea that basically everyone has full HP. And needs multiple swings to kill someone, not 2.
What a difference. Farewell.
Not taking the round of damage.
Sayonara. You confuse them?
Oh my god. Did our Jeff assert his dominance over the other Jeff? No.
Now I might survive this.
Still don't completely know this map because it's newer.
There they are.
Did you want that med kit? Did you want that med kit? And then he did damage to me.
Stand down! Learn a few things from you, Sai.
Out of sight. You're mine.
Alright. I think he did. But he didn't get it. She didn't get it.
Everything in this place feels so familiar, and yet so strange. Hi. Gokigen yo.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Lolly. Rusted. Furnace. What are these random words repeating in your mind?
Trust me, you don't want to find out, lady. So I keep them to myself if I were you.
Cold War secrets.
Someone implanted a code in your brain, didn't they?
Huh.
A way to
The
control
battle
you.
starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Can't even hear the voice lines, guys.
Here they come now. Sayonara. What a difference.
It's one of Moonlight's
Enough games, Midnight.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Capture the mission area!
Sayonara.
A nice deep freeze.
Step aside.
My friends are here!
Farewell.
Squirrel NATO?
The moon haunts you!
Yeah, my shift's not up. We're definitely having damage reduction now.
I just step aside.
You belong!
Armed and dangerous again!
Halfway?
Definitely not doing full damage anymore, guys. Good. But as to be expected, gotta make sure it's reliable.
Magneto!
Reawakened. You're mine. Sayonara.
So, Round 1, they seemingly had things toggled off, and now they have things toggled on. Which we just completely shit on their face in round 1. Alright, little bro.
They're ahead of us.
Desync. You should be dead. Well, I suppose she didn't die. She got down to a 3rd HP, and then I just stopped doing damage to her. Pretty neat, huh? Like, when she's in her warm-up, oh, I got her down to a 3rd HP, and then my attack just stopped doing damage while she's warming up. She's invulnerable, by the way, in warm-up. And now we get leavers because people know something's wrong with the game. They don't know what. They just know they aren't having fun anymore, so they leave.
Demons, yokai, and villains. They all fall by my blade, just the same.
Or they get DCs and came... No, the guy's gone.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Are you an Oni? Think so?
I'm not sure if that is, lady, but most folks consider me an oh no.
Oh no!
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Here they come now. Now I'm not survivors.
Someone willing to help?
Dead.
And so your story ends.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Mind over matter.
Double KO!
Out of sight. Step aside.
And I'm stuck. I have no movement abilities.
Dangerous, but fragile.
I'm taking less damage.
I fucking listen to the goddamn stream. Like, literally doing what I said in literally the round before. Oh my god.
I unleash
Fucking obnoxious.
Shanti's power.
We need to
The
destroy
moon haunts armed and dangerous.
Rest well, my dear golem.
Again! Again!
What? Did you kill a Loki clone? Must be a Loki clone.
Capture the mission area!
That's better.
Literally just copy pasting my playstyle, guys. Fucking obnoxious.
I don't step aside. Sayonara.
No, I know you're stream sniping. It's fine. Turn off your damage hacks so we can have a fair fight, little bro.
Totem.
Taking half damage.
Sayonara.
Enemies are near. I still need
Step aside.
render me assistance.
You're mine. I got you covered.
Control C's!
This is 0 shots, much like the Winter Soldier.
Farewell.
Turn off your damage reduction so we can have a fair fight. Fucking hilarious. Stop cheating. Cheat less. Not even stop cheating. Cheat less than you're currently cheating. It still isn't a fair fight, is it?
Behold that child!
You could have went for the healer and instead he went for me. Alright, dude.
I step aside. Out of
Hilarious shit.
Control lost.
Been through a model.
Anyone willing to help?
How the fuck did I get the fucking kill for that? Ah, it's funny. Most annoying things, the entire team's going up to me. One of the most annoying things about the fucking cheating fuckboys is they somehow stop me from getting last hits. You just fucking watch me through the wall. The fuck is that? Like, holy shit, dude. Please. Your wall hack and aimbot are obnoxious. Fuck off.
leading our people now, Magneto.
And then he just walks around the wall looking at my face. Like, he doesn't even use his abilities. He just walks around the wall looking exactly at me and brains me instantly.
You'll have to keep
Jesus
running
Christ. No one believes that shit.
Control C's. You've captured more than half of the
Absolutely
mission area.
hilarious.
Keep going.
Let Moon Knight protect his ox if he dares.
Out of sight. You're mine.
Like, why don't you just hit me in my cloak? Clearly knew exactly where it was. Again, just being acting like a dumbass now. Like, he's trying to act like he's legit after he basically just instantly just showed himself. Yeah, like, what the fuck are you even doing? Like, pretending that you're not cheating and then you cheat hardcore to begin with. Like, what the fuck is the point of that, dude? Insane. But I knew that game was going to go that way exactly because of what I'm doing. Like, if I mentioned that I know a game's going to go a certain way, then they try to change what's going on so I won't know that they're doing shit, which is just fucking obnoxious, dude. You're already cheating. No one is believing you. No one is believing you. Stop. Fucking toxic ex-girlfriend. No one's believing you anymore. Just stop. Although, I potentially could use it as reverse psychology, which I've already done that. But what's the point of that if I'm trying to actually break it in the first place? It doesn't matter whether or not they're cheating and getting around it. Through reverse psychology, that's not the point. It is to stop it from happening in the first place.
Escape pod ready. Opening
Everything in this place feels so familiar.
30 seconds before you
And yet
attack.
so strange.
Get ready.
This feels empty, yet somehow dangerous.
Whoa. What year is it where you come from?
What year is it anywhere?
That fire buddy?
All that matters is now.
Right. Gotta be present.
Many thanks.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
We are warriors, no matter what worlds we come from. Do not lose sight of that. Farewell.
Our foes have found us.
Step aside.
Decent sleep. Fucking hilarious, guys. She was dead before her slap hit me.
Step aside. Out of sight.
Unreal. Like I said, sometimes the fucking... You need to stop printing.
We've spotted one of our opponents.
Alright.
Get that vehicle to its destination.
I mean, you don't need to sleep me if you don't want to. Why is this going so much better? I don't understand. It's like for some reason you guys can't control whether or not I do damage.
You must find that sniper.
He is not taking the round of damage at all.
I'm trying to help.
Alright. Well, round robin everyone, that's fine by me.
We are undefeatable.
Yeah, little bro.
Sayonara.
Everybody needs a hand sometime. Or a dagger. A nice deep freeze.
Almost there.
The amplifier is silent.
Plasma!
Out of sight.
I like the cold.
What a difference.
It's the corner.
Sayonara, sniper. Sayonara.
I usually like the underground scene, but now I'm not so sure. Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
The ocean has fallen close. The king's petty yokai are vanquished.
Oh. The cart healed me. I was waiting for the extra 9 HP. That never happened.
What a difference. Sayonara.
Vile creatures have risen from the realm.
Constantly get hit by the octopus focus, I believe. That's why I take so much damage.
Farewell.
That's it. Don't let anything stand in your way.
Can't tell if I'm not doing the right amount of damage now, or something else is going on. Nope. Good solo ult though, you got me good.
What a difference. Sayonara.
Been through his model.
Sayonara.
No, he's hitting with headshots. Double headshot in that case. Neat. So Namor's probably cheating.
My light cannot be. You're mine.
We are terrible!
This is real firepower!
Back to the ocean's depths, demons. You betrayed me. There's a past that. Strange little monster. You made a grave mistake. Sayonara.
Oh, you got reses, unfortunately. Is that the cheating Namor? Is that a Winter Soldier? No.
I don't step aside. Sayonara.
Am I just all in Namor's kills? Kind of looks that way. The fuck is that? Very weird. I think he'd be able to kill other people other than me. Pretty sure that's death either way we looked at it.
I'm back. You're mine. Farewell.
I think he's taking the round of damage.
Get that vehicle moving again!
Farewell.
He's not taking the round of damage.
Take that!
Salvation lies
And I think this is a cheating Winter Soldier from our game before, which is once again extremely weird. The only reason we figured this out is based, like, I'm sure it would be a different username. We figured this out based on their focus and behavior. It has nothing to do with the names or anything along those lines.
This is real firepower!
Very weird.
Let's get moving before Noel figures out our plan. Armed and dangerous!
No. I said, cheating Winter Soldier. Good for him. He's a knower. Glad he knows exactly where I am at low HP to hit me with the ult. Round the corner. And they still lose. That's the cheating Winter Soldier from earlier. Same shit. Doing full damage for almost the entire match up until the end there for the last minute or so, I'd say, before it went to shit again. So, basically more of the same. Weird shit, guys. Seemingly they can change their names. They know when I queue. They have God mode. What the fucking kind of cheaters are we playing against? The game has to be pretty wrecked for them to be able to do that in the first place. Like, absurd shit.
My mind is sharper. I will not rest until I return to my world once more.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Once this conflict has ended, perhaps we should join forces more formally.
I believe the verdict is still out as to whether we mutants will offer aid to your undersea kingdom.
I was speaking of a more personal alliance, my dear.
Oh.
The White Queen would...
The voice actor for Namor really sucks. Really sucks.
2, 1.
You certainly do have a type.
Like, I don't think there's another character with a bad voice line, like, as bad as Namor does. Not the voice lines themselves, but rather... Just pushing my luck on that one. Not the voice lines themselves, but the voice actor is just really bad. Very wooden delivery. Almost no emotion.
Got that vehicle.
100% headshots all the fucking time.
That's better.
Oh, bitch.
This will do nicely.
Clearly has a bone to pick with me. Get fucked? You got fucked. They're already doing weird shit. Oh my god, that's not where I am.
Step aside.
I am ready to put on a show.
Pretty sure the Phoenix is cheating, by the way. But for now, they're taking full damage.
I'm the Fist of Khonshu, protector of the overnight travelers.
What?
Might be my time to stop them.
The wounds are gone. Thanks.
You are nothing.
Yeah?
It's the grand finale. I have removed the spider's web.
A gift from Khonshu.
I like the cool.
Oh my god, why is it doing so little damage to the penny? Good question. We get damage reduction already?
Back where
Just
I
walking
started.
through it, had like 4 hits on her, did 0 damage to her.
Enemies are here.
belong to me! This is real firepower!
The wounds are gone.
Every fucking shot. Like I said, I'm pretty sure the Phoenix is cheating. That's just traditional cheating. The new character people enjoy cheating on is Phoenix, just traditionally. So, aimbots, wall hack shit. Very fucking obnoxious.
Your powers are mine!
I am ready to put on a show.
Gift from Khonshu.
Spider time! Nothing.
They are coming
Dying from the healers.
Back again? Great.
I report the Phoenix for an aimbot at the end.
It seems we're outnumbered.
Shields up!
A gift from God.
Should have seen that coming.
Almost didn't make it.
They should just stay in Psylocke? I don't actually know. They're clearly just hard coming the moment that I show up, so.
Step aside.
I think that's actually gonna work better. Everything just tries to kill me instantly. And I didn't get the kill for it for some reason. He should be dead, so they're taking partial damage now.
I need assistance.
Didn't even last half a game.
We'll be picked up.
Defensible. And that's being stupid. We know the Phoenix, she as mentioned, we're going to report him as an aimbot at the end here. That's just traditional aimbot shit.
Now or never. Stop them.
Anger is healthy.
My hunt.
Step aside.
Better stop that vehicle.
Out of sight.
Anyone willing to help?
Heroes would not be strengthened by Thor.
You belong to me.
Sniper!
I spy the fundamentals quarter difference.
Our enemies are here. Chin up.
I suppose she took so much damage to kill.
Step aside.
Help, friend.
Once again, that guy doesn't take the right amount of damage and is using an aimbot. Or the same, doesn't actually know how to do combos. Which is why the Finish just jumped around in the middle of our team and we couldn't kill him. Not because he's an assassin, it's not because he's fucking good, it's because he's cheating and he doesn't take the right amount of damage, so he can literally tank without being a tank, which is pretty fucking absurd.
Farewell.
Good shot, little bro. Shooting through his model. Just straight up shooting. Like, he's taking like 20% damage. That's ridiculous. Now he can't hit shit. Push those F keys, little bro. You're doing work. Oh yeah, you got me good, because I literally said 5 seconds ago that you couldn't hit shit anymore. Still reporting him at the end for an aimbot. Instantly responded to me moving in, because they knew exactly where I was. And that I have an ult. Good for them. Let's go bait another ult out. Without even using my ult. She takes 0 damage. Swinging at everything other than the rocket. He's taking half damage. Look at this. Like, she isn't even positioned remotely properly, guys. It doesn't matter, though, because she takes like 25% damage. It's really fucking low. Jesus Christ. Hardcore cheating. Hey, look at this shit. He just runs out in front because he doesn't actually need to play the game properly. Noxious. You toggle off, little bro? What's going on here?
I am ready to put on a show.
defense vault just by existing.
Only 60 seconds left.
You're mine.
You are nothing!
Notice how little damage, or how much damage she takes now. Crazy, huh?
Your powers are mine!
Alright, we're gonna report the Phoenix at the end of the match. Clearly using a fucking aimbot. Not fucking miss for basically 2/3 of the match. Until I mentioned that they're cheating, and at that point, they toggle off. And momentarily started missing until I pointed out that they're missing, and then they toggle back on. Because they literally can't fucking play the game. Fucking them. Fucking obnoxious shit, guys. The worst thing about it is, like, it isn't even the aimbotting and the wall hacks. That's been in games for a long time. It's the fucking damage reduction shit where literally the fucking guy does not know how to fucking play the game and just walks around the middle of your team acting like a dumbass. Absurd shit. Like, doesn't even know how to position or play properly, but it doesn't matter. They're an assassin character, they don't know ninjutsu, they aren't vanishing, they literally just absorb 2 times as much damage as they're supposed to. So you can't kill them. Completely out of position, and normally that instantaneously gets you killed, assuming you aren't cheating.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
My order is sharp. My mind is sharper.
Escape pod ready. Opening escape passage.
I'm just a sword for hire. This is all so much bigger than me.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
You need not fear me, little yokai. It's what we call ancient spirits where I come from. You
Wait, what?
are both the water and the earth. That is rare indeed.
That looked quite odd. Yeah.
The battle starts in
Just a phase, guys.
4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to
Reminded
do
me
is
of
capture the mission area.
dogs humping furniture. Clearly looked that way.
Bogeys incoming.
Better watch your back.
That's better.
You're like doing full damage, don't you, Wanda? I'm sure you do. Wait. Just, what were you even over here for?
Out of sight.
They look like they mean business. My animal pals are way cuter, Namor.
Out of sight. The Sea Kings pick up their back.
Invisible?
Yokai of the sea. I needed that.
It's my way.
He's not taking the amount of damage he should.
Yes.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Hostiles up front.
Service bad enough.
I feel like doing full damage to fucking magic. Yeah? Were you saving that for a rainy day? No way. Double headshot. No way you're saving that for a rainy day. No way, Loki. Absolutely no way. To the point at which you literally threw the last point to prevent using lamps. No way.
Sayonara.
That's it. Don't let anything stand in your way.
Squirrel versus Squid Kid.
Disappear!
Farewell.
Disappear!
My light cannot be snuffed. You're mine. Farewell.
Like shooting squids in a barrel.
Here they
Get
come.
that vehicle moving again!
Yokai of the sea. What a difference.
Cannot hurt me.
Sayonara.
I like the cool.
Butterflies went through his model, did 0 damage. So now we're back to damage reduction again?
Thanks so much. Invisible? Be your best
We're
self.
going once more. You're mine. You're mine.
Entire team's trying to save their friend. It was a pre-made.
Dingo spotted bad guys. Here they are.
1,000 gods!
Farewell. Guess it's time for us to head underground.
Our team's playing around my positioning. The interesting thing about playing is I'm doing stuff like you can normally do with a tank, which is applying a lot of pressure, whatever's going on. He's taking half damage. And they threw... Literally their entire team was rotating around my positioning to the point we pushed them back into their spawn. Ah, fucking hilarious, guys. So afraid of dying to me that they aren't even playing the game anymore. Crazy shit. And at the end, there's some that weren't taking appropriate amounts of damage either. Also crazy shit. Very interesting. Very peculiar, guys. Okay, I can't keep playing another one. I had a curious notion, but we'll have to wait that till tomorrow, so... I'm out here for the evening, guys. Tonight will be more of Rivals. We'll see how things go. Hope you guys enjoy the UAP Yak Fest. The usual NHI UAP Yak Fest. Pretty good stuff, guys. Talked about everything, anything. Yep. Media's being seated, guys. All the weird coincidences. A lot of the stuff just, like, to the point at which it doesn't, like, the transients that showed up on the plates from the nuclear testing. It doesn't really matter if you got, like, evidence to the point at which it asserts that they exist. Rather, you can't really, it doesn't really matter, because there's, where do you go from there? I don't know, it's just history. What do you do? Not really much, just like what we got going on here, where literally people just walk around with God mode on and it doesn't fucking matter. You literally shoot through the model and do partial damage to them the entire time. Yeah. Fucking weird shit. No one seems to care, or very few people seem to notice for that matter, which is pretty crazy. I mean, we talked about the people cheating on Twitch too, with like Riley, where he's literally just using a fucking aimbot and just like hard snapping people through walls, and like no one cares. He doesn't get banned, it doesn't matter. So... what's the end game with that, where literally people are just free to walk around and cheat? And I guess in the case of aliens, they just literally just exist, but it doesn't matter, because there's not really any, there's no really end game to that. Just knowing doesn't mean a whole lot of anything. What do you do with that information then? Good question. People cheating and using God mode in the games we're in. Pretty obnoxious fucks too, because it seems like they try to pretend they're better than you. Like, if you're cheating in the first place, you're not better than someone. It's like straight out of the gates, especially when you're using God mode on top of normal cheating. And cheating itself is cheating, so where do you at then? I don't fucking know. Had a bunch of those tonight, though. Really fucking obnoxious shit to deal with. Yeah, we're out here for this evening, guys. If you're new to the stream and you enjoy things, make sure to follow button on your select platform. We stream to Kick, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Trovo, as well as TikTok every day from late night to early morning. GMT -6, so late night North American time. You stream for about 45 hours, give or take. Just go my life, what's happening, etc., etc., guys. We're out here. Tonight will be more of Rivals. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching my streams as always, and I hope you guys have a wonderfully fantastic Wednesday night and Thursday morning. Have a good day, guys.